Welcome back, everyone, to the Bears Profit Plays YouTube channel. Today is Tuesday, August 27th, and I'm back breaking down a few more plays for the Tuesday night slated games in the MLB. We're going to be looking at the New York Yankees going up against the Washington Nationals. That's the first play of the day. And then for the best play of the day, we're going to be looking at the matchup between the New York Mets and the Arizona Diamondbacks. 4 total player props, with the 2 best player props being towards the end of the video. We're also adding in a few new segments for the foreseeable future, so you're not going to want to miss this video. Hope everybody enjoys their Tuesday, and let's break down some ball. All right, guys, let's get into these plays from Monday night. Not a great day on the best bets. Phillies minus 1.5 was the loser against the Astros. Really felt like we had some things going for the Phillies, but Alec Boehm had an 0 for 4 day in that meat of the line. I believe he hit fourth tonight. 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position. We did have a lot of hits against Ronel Blanco. I believe it was 7 hits before he was pulled in the 6th inning. 2 or 3 walks as well for him. So Phillies, they had their chances, walked it off in the bottom of the 10th, won the game 3-2. Ronel Blanco over 2.5 runs, gave up 2 runs in the game. Again, felt like the Phillies had a lot of runners on, just couldn't get anything across the plate. Jacob Young did hit it for us, over 1.5 bases. A double against Nestor Cortez, added on a home run later in the game as well. The dude's an absolute beast. This game was weird. Guardians of the money line really early against the Royals. I believe it was like a 12-10 or 12-20 start time for Monday. Guardians 2-0 lead early. Saw the walks flowing early in the game for the Royals, and then the Royals just did Royals things. They hit a couple home runs. They're just playing some really good baseball right now. The Guardians, I thought they played well. They did lose by 1. Jose Ramirez, the big guy, over 1.5 bases, did cash, hitting a double in his 3rd or 4th at bat, and then Bryce Harper over 1.5 bases, double and a single walking off the edge. So that one did hit. 3-3 day overall. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. 1-2 day, 1-1 the player props, 0-1 the game picks. Trying to get the sweep today. And we're going to start by looking at the Yankees going up against the Nationals. We've got a couple studs on the mound for both sides. It's going to be Garrett Cole, who's been one of the best arms in baseball over the last 5 or 6 years for the Astros and Yankees. He's having a little bit more trouble this season coming back from that injury, but he's still a really good arm. On the other side, we have maybe the best pitcher in baseball as well, with Patrick Corbin back on the bump. And I'm pretty sure that this guy needs to be tested for steroids. The worst pitcher in baseball this season, according to the numbers, has gone 2 consecutive games against the Phillies and the Rockies, only giving up a total of 3 runs. If he goes another game giving up under 2 runs, you need to start making plans for your doomsday bunkers, because if he goes a 3rd consecutive game, the world is probably going to end. There's used to be 3 things in life that you could guarantee. First, death. Kind of a hard subject to talk about. Everybody dies. Sorry to break the news. Second thing is guaranteed to happen. Somehow, someway, the government's going to be able to take your money. That's called taxes yearly. The third thing and the final thing is Patrick Corbin giving up multiple runs. But over the last 2 games, it has not been the case. He's still coming in with a 5.73 ERA. He's still rated the worst starting pitcher in baseball. He's a left-hander going up against the Yankees in this game. He is lucky that he's a left-handed pitcher, because the Yankees, they do a little bit worse going up against left-handed pitching on the season. But everybody in the league, they should be able to hit off of Patrick Corbin. The Yankees have been able to put up a lot of runs on the season, being one of the best teams in baseball scoring runs. They currently have scored 5+ runs in 5 of the last 7 games that they've been in, and I like the Yankees here to pound the Nationals. Over 5.5 runs as the play today. If you're going to look for a side in this one, the Nationals right now, they're testing out a lot of the young guys. I do think they've got some really good young talent in the lineup, but because we're out of contention, we're just trying to get reps in for these guys who are not MLB ready right now. If I were to take a side, it would be the Yankees minus 1.5 or the Yankees on the first 5 minus 1.5. That'd probably get you to plus money. I don't know if they're going to be able to score a lot of runs against Garrett Cole, the Nationals, but what should happen in this game is Patrick Corbin give up a lot of runs and a lot of hits before the 5th inning. So I'm going to take the Yankees here. Team total over 5.5 as the play. For the player prop on the screen, I am going to be looking at James Wood of the Nationals to go over 1.5 base against Cole. This is our best prospect that we have in the system this season. He's been in the majors for about a month and a half right now, and he is a major league player. He's really good. He's going to be a really good left fielder in the future. He's got incredible speed from what we've seen so far. He's got a pretty good glove. He's got a decent arm, and he can swing the hell of the bat with the best of them. He's really good with his power. He kind of reminds me of C.J. Abrams, but he's just a little bit taller. I think he's like 6'6". He might be even 6'7". But teams are afraid to throw to him right now. He's drawn a ton of walks over the last couple games, double-digit walks in back-to-back. Garrett Cole, he has really good starts in back-to-back games, but he has given up 5+ hits in 7 of the 10 games coming back for that injury. James Wood, he's really good going up against right-handed pitching this season as well. It's a left-on-right battle. I like him in this game. Over 1.5 base as the play there. For the best play of the day, we're going to be looking at the New York Mets going up against the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Arizona Diamondbacks have been so impressive this season. They made it to the World Series last year. They might as well just run it back this year and go right back. They have been nearly unstoppable since the All-Star break. They've only lost 5 total games, I believe, since the break, and they've been dealing with a lot of injuries, including Christian Walker and Ketel Marte, but it just does not matter. This team just keeps finding a way to win. I'm going to take them in this game on the money line as a play against the Mets. We have Sean Manaea going for the Mets. He's been pretty good this season, kind of re-sparking his career after being tossed around the league for a little bit. But the bad news for him is that he's going to be going up against the best hitting team in baseball and the best scoring team in baseball. And he's a left-handed pitcher with the Diamondbacks being the best against left-handed pitching on the season. It's just a bad match for him. I don't think he's going to be able to do his normal thing in this game on the mound. Like I said before, his numbers, they are pretty good this season, coming with a 3.48 ERA, 1.17 whip, his best numbers in basically his entire career. If you take out 2019, where he only played 4 games, he's been getting himself into a little bit of trouble over the last 3 games, giving up 3+ runs in all of them, going up against the Orioles, Marlins, and Mariners. But the Diamondbacks this year, going up against lefties, have been putting up video game-like numbers, and I don't expect that to stop, especially going up against Sean, who has been struggling a little bit over the last couple games. For the Diamondbacks, it's going to be Brandon Pfaadt, and he hasn't had great numbers on the season, coming in with a 4.08 ERA, giving up a lot of runs over the last 5 games, trying to find his footing again. I do think he's going to give up a few runs in this game to the Mets, but with the way the Diamondbacks have been playing, they're just going to find a way to win this game late. It's really hard to stop this team right now. I'm not going to be the one to bet against them. I'm going to take the Diamondbacks here on the money line, nearly at plus minus. What's it like a pick 'em right now? Let's see. Minus 113 right now for the Diamondbacks. So I'm going to take the Diamondbacks here, nearly a pick 'em as the play on the money line for the best play. For the player props, we're going to go with Lourdes Gurriel Jr. to go over 1.5 base against the Mets. I talked about how good the Diamondbacks have been this season against left-handed pitching, and with Marte still out of this lineup, this is now the best player to look at. 333 batting average on the season, having a 500 slug percentage, not getting a whole lot of opportunities going up against left-handed pitching. He only has 146 at-bats, but he does have 49 hits, 14 extra base hits, having an on-base percentage of 370. He is much better going up against left-handed pitching than he is right, and this is going to be that classic left-on-right matchup in this game. I want to take him this one to get the best of Sean. Over 1.5 base as the play there. Let's go over to the best batting prop of the day. We're going to start with the Colorado Rockies and the Miami Marlins. I'm going to take Ezequiel Tovar to go over 1.5 base against Miami. I really like the match that we're getting in this game. We're going to start with the pitching in this game. It's going to be Roddery Munoz, and he's been extremely bad for Miami. He's coming into this one with a 5.98 ERA, 1.51 whip as a rookie in 17 games. Just over the last 6 games, he's given up 3+ runs in 5 of those 6 games, giving up 4+ runs in half of those games as well. And whenever you look at the numbers on the season, he has given up more total hits than he has innings pitched. That's always not a very good sign if you're a starting pitcher. He does have a lot of control issues as well, having 41 walks in the year, 23 home runs given up. It's just a lot of negative things stacking on him for his rookie season, coming in with a 282 batting average and 38 extra base hits. He does struggle just a little bit going up against the fastball, but we are getting a sinker or a changeup in this game that we should be able to take a swing at. He's hitting 308 against that sinker, 404 against the changeup this season. That is one of the secondary pitches for Munoz. And then the other pitch, the changeup. He doesn't really throw that a lot, but we do have a chance to see it 9% of the time. If he does get a fastball, I do think he's going to be able to handle it because with the way Munoz has been throwing the ball lately, there's not really anything that Tovar can't handle in this game. I'm going to take him over 1.5 bases as the batting prop today. For the pitching prop today, we're going to be looking at the veteran, Justin Verlander of the Astros, to go over 2.5 runs going up against the Phillies. The game for the Phillies yesterday, going up against the Blanco and the Astros, wasn't the outcome that I was looking for, but we did have enough hits and walks in that game to put up a lot of runs, like I was saying in the breakdown of Monday's game. I believe whenever Blanco went out in the 6th inning, he gave up 7 hits, 2 or 3 walks. We just couldn't get anybody across the plate. Alec Boehm was basically to blame in that one, 0 for 4 day with runs in scoring position. That's not likely to happen in this game with Justin Verlander on the mound, the 40-plus-year-old. It's basically the same breakdown that I had the other day. Why I thought the Phillies were going to be good against Blancos, why I think they're going to be good against Justin Verlander. They are a really good team this season going up against right-handed pitching. They handle the fastball well, and the top of the order is really good at hitting the off-speed pitches. Justin Verlander, he's definitely a Hall of Fame pitcher, but right now in his current form, he's going to get crushed going up against the Phillies, in my opinion. This is going to be his 2nd game back from his injury. He did go 5 innings in the first game against the Red Sox. If he goes 5 innings again in this game, he should give up 3 runs. Give me the over 2.5 runs here as the play. Let's go over to the new little segment here. Saw a comment, and I couldn't agree more. I was going to do this anyway, but we're going to do a home run parlay and a ladder parlay. Going to be something new. I'm going to do this every single day, see if we can get a couple home run parlays to hit, because really most of these home run parlays, if you bet $10, most of them will pay between $300 and $500, depending on who you take for just a 2-man. So really we can just like go, 1 of 29. If we just hit 1, we have our money back, and I'm pretty sure we can do a little bit better than 1 for 29. So we're going to start this first day here. For the 2 players, we're going to take Gleyber Torres of the Yankees and Jose Ramirez of the Guardians. Jose Ramirez, he's getting a match against Michael Lorenzen. He came over for the Royals after the trade deadline. The main pitches that he's going to be throwing in this game, the fastball, slider, and changeup. And Jose Ramirez, he has a slug percentage of over 500 against all those pitches. He also has a lot of blast rated hits this season with 21 home runs going up against right-handed pitching. I know that sounds hilarious because it sounds like I'm talking about a video game, but if you go to Baseball Savant, it's a website. That's where I get most of my stats. They have categories called blast swings. What that does is it takes a calculation of your percentage of squared up balls plus your bat speed, divides it by 2. If that number is at least 82 or if it's above 82, then that would be considered a blast. Or like a perfect hit on MLB, PlayStation, or Xbox if you guys have played that. But I'm no mathematician. I'm just going off what it says on the website. And just to give you some sort of example, the leader in the clubhouse for the season is Juan Soto with a nearly 19.9% blast rate, which I believe means that nearly 20% of the time he hits a blast. And I will stop saying blast after that last blast there. I thought it was pretty cool. They got a ton of metrics that you can go look at, like barrel percentage, sweet spot, hard hit rate, all those kinds of things. So that's where I'm getting my numbers for this, not just blowing smoke up your ass. But for Gleyber Torres, he's going up against Patrick Corbin, and you really don't need a whole lot of numbers to understand why I went with a Yankee. The formula I used in this one, Patrick Corbin times Patrick Corbin equals home runs for the Yankees. Gleyber Torres, he does hit the sinker pretty well this season, and obviously I take Aaron Judge or Soto, but I really think they're going to be like plus 120 to hit on runs. So I wanted to take someone who's probably like plus 350, plus 400 for the home run prop for tomorrow. So those are the two plays there. For the ladder challenge, I'm going to take just the best player prop of the day to have a recorded hit in Tovar. And then we have Jazz Chisholm. I think this is going to be like minus 250 because he does have an easy matchup against Patrick Corbin, but he is going to be a left-on-left battle. And then I don't know what the number is going to look like after we put those two in. So just in case, I threw up Aaron Judge in there just to see if we can get us to plus 100 or a little bit above plus 100. Aaron Judge, he's the best player in baseball going up against multiple pitches this season, including the fastball and the sinker, which are the two main pitches that Patrick Corbin throws the most. So I'm going to take Aaron Judge in this game. He's probably going to hit a home run. I can't imagine what the number is going to be for Aaron Judge to hit a home run. Probably like 150 tomorrow. But I'm going to take him on the ladder play. Going to be like minus 500 to record a hit. But just in case you don't have the plus 100 with those two players, throw in Aaron Judge for the last play to get us to even money on the ladder. But that is what this is going to look like from now on. This is the first time on Tuesday. I am going to have a ladder challenge every single day. And whenever the NFL comes back and college football, I'll probably mix and match some of the plays for the ladder, but we will have a ladder challenge every single day on the MLB side. Now, let's take a look at the picks for Tuesday, a little bit of recap graphic here. The Yankees against the Washington Nationals, team total over 5.5 runs. James Wood over 1.5 base against the Yankees. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. over 1.5 base against the Mets. The Diamondbacks money line against the Mets is equal to Tovar over 1.5 base against the Miami Marlins, and then Justin Verlander over 2.5 runs against the Philadelphia Phillies. Guys, it's going to do it. The MLB picks and props for Tuesday, August 27th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching.